Welcome to the first episode of the weekly JAWA podcast. I am Diab and I am joined here by four other members today. Bandit,
Hey guys.
Fox,
What's up?
Otter,
That's me.
and Robin.
Hey.
So guys, what have you all been up to today? Bandit, what have you been up to today, man?
Well, let's see. I got on and I played a different game other than Jedi Academy, but we can't talk about that because Link doesn't want us to talk about it. Well, I hung out with some friends too, and we watched a little bit of Inception, which I had never seen before, and it sounded really confusing, so we stopped that. I then played some Mario and prank called one of my friends, and she didn't find out it was us until after we finished hanging out.
You're missing out on Inception, man. It's a good movie, if you really look into it.
The prank calling. You told that story before this started and you're such a jerk, man.
Dude, everyone enjoys a little prank calling. Come on. It's all just for giggles and stuff. It's not like meant to offend anybody unless you have like a grudge or something.
Well, I guess because I've never been prank called before. It would never happen.
Now we have something to look forward to.
Yeah, like I'll ever answer my phone.
Give me your number.
No, then my mom would be like, who's calling you from California?
That one awesome guy who wears pasty white makeup and makes really bad jokes.
Are you referring to someone?
No.
I've basically just been working a lot, and playing games with you guys, I guess. JK and some other games, but I guess I just basically hang around in TeamSpeak and just be helpful, because that's who I am. And good guy Robin, I guess.
Good guy Robin doesn't get enough sleep every night.
This is true.
There's no time for sleep. What are you talking about?
Yeah, in his line of work, there's no such thing as sleep.
He's too busy foiling all my plans with the big man.
No, he's just too busy fixing things. AKA computers.
Pretty much. What about you, Scream?
I have been, well, as some people in JAWA know, I am a performer. I perform on stage and community theater things. I'm actually in Godspell right now. I've been rehearsing a lot lately. Been playing video games with you guys, been on TeamSpeak, been on the JK server. Basically just been relaxing all day, every day, and I gotta admit, it's pretty awesome. And that's about it. I mean, Fox, what do you do?
Well, since I have really no social life, and I'm at class most of the day, I spend either the rest of my time making videos with Ford, or not playing Jedi Academy. I'm going to break Link's rule and bring up a different game.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
This is forbidden fruit.
Yeah, it's even a game that has been talked about way too much, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I still find it fun. Is Mass Effect 3. If you guys have played it, you know why it's been talked about.
I have not played it, and this is Scream. I have not played it yet, actually. I'm very interested in the story and everything. Never played any of the other Mass Effect games either. What's it about?
Basically, like the first one, you're trying to stop an alien robotic race from destroying humanity. The second one is basically the same thing, except a little different. And the third one is, what do you know, basically the same thing. Except the third one has people angry because of its rather ambiguous ending. Like, it hardly answers anything. I'm completely fine with it because I just love the story, but it could have been better.
I've got to admit that I've been very pleased with BioWare's games. You know, I did play Dragon Age Origins, which I loved. I think the thing that I love about BioWare and what they do is just the conversations and stuff, the cutscenes, honestly, and like that's why I've been paying attention. You guys know that I I spend a lot of time in cutscenes, uh, but I definitely think that I don't know Mass Effect. I want to play it. I just haven't gotten around to playing it.
I'm mostly playing it, like I stopped playing the single player after I beat it the first time. I'm mostly playing it for the multiplayer, because it's actually a really good horde mode. Basically killing wave after wave of enemies trying to survive.
Well,
But
the
isn't
reason
there
go ahead, Diab.
but isn't there like a player versus player type of multiplayer? Like death matches?
If there is, I have not seen it. It's mostly like 4-player co-op.
It's actually pretty interesting.
It's kinda iffy because if you don't have a microphone, you can't talk to the people. Like there's no in-game chat at all, aside from voice. So you basically either do your own thing and get humorously killed, or you stick together.
So even on the PC version, there's no in-game chat, no text chat, anything?
No text chat at all.
Wow, I did not know that.
Of course, even if people have mics, they're usually like really shy, so they're waiting for someone else to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like here.
Yeah.
Well, I had
You
something
know-
to say. I just didn't want to interrupt people like I just did again.
Go for it, Bandit. I
All right.
interrupted you.
Well, I kind of stopped playing Mass Effect 3 single player as well, like after I beat it once, but just because I was just so disappointed with the ending and did not like how BioWare didn't wrap everything up. For those of you who haven't beaten it, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just like after beating the game, I just like could not play any Mass Effect again, knowing what awaited me at the very end. So I'm hoping they'll just maybe make some sort of alternate ending, or maybe change it altogether.
You're gonna have to buy it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with. I'll pay for it.
I don't think they'll change it altogether, though. I think they'll make an alternate ending instead.
So, can everyone in here agree besides me? Because I honestly don't, and I love what I forget his name right now, but the CEO of Nintendo had to say about it. But does everyone agree with games, you know, releasing one thing and then extending the game with downloadable content that you have to pay for?
If the game is good enough. Otherwise, I'm just like, screw it, I don't want it.
See,
Yeah.
I'll pay for something, you know, like an RPG type game that like is open world. If there's, you know, another quest line that I can do, I'll pay for it. But something that changes the game completely, I feel like the buyers have been kind of gypped out of, you know, the full game.
An example of an open world game would be like Skyrim.
Yes, I would absolutely pay for downloadable content for Skyrim. I love that game, you know. They had a really solid storyline, and I loved the main quest in that game. I'm not going to spoil anything, although if you haven't played Skyrim, you probably should do that. But I would definitely pay for some DLC for Skyrim.
Yeah, if you haven't played Oblivion or Skyrim, pick both of those games up.
Yeah, pick up the Game of the Year edition, Oblivion, because then you get all the downloadable content.
Oh, you know that the community also makes stuff for it as well.
Which I also love. I love the mods that have come out for Skyrim. I actually downloaded the Flintlock pistol mod, and that was actually really cool. I really enjoyed that.
What about the Macho Man dragons?
I have not heard of that. What is that?
Pretty much, the dragons are reskinned into Macho Man Randy Savage, and all the noises and sounds, it's Macho Man. So whenever he does fire, you hear going, "Oh yeah!"
That sounds epic. I need to look that up.
Yeah, you can get it on Skyrim Nexus.
I like downloadable content for good games, as Fox said, but there's also like a downside to that is, for example, once again, Mass Effect 3, right when the game came out, there was downloadable content at the very beginning that it included a character that you don't get if you don't buy the downloadable content, which I felt was really unfair, because like you shouldn't have to pay for part of the game that should already be in it in the first place.
Yep. That's how I feel exactly. You described my feelings. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's just like pre-ordering games, so to get special guns and stuff for certain games. People do that all the time. Why don't everyone just get it? It's more of an incentive thing to get more money out of people, and it works. I don't really see much of a problem with it. It's just good marketing strategy.
I'll agree that it's good marketing. I mean, I don't think that giving a player a weapon just because they pre-ordered the game is, that bad, because it's a weapon, but a completely different character that, adds to your group and adds to the way that you play the game and what decisions you make, maybe, depending on how you play the game. I think that might be, that's a little, I think that's a little much for me.
Yeah, that's a little different compared to certain other things, so,
That's like having to buy content for Jedi Academy, unless, otherwise you just have to play with Kyle.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
It's like everybody has Kyle skin and you have to pay $15 to get customizable options.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or Kirby skins, that would be great.
No.
Or Bandith's skin.
Oh yeah.
Whee!
Just hear everybody rolling around.
Whee! Whee! For Barry, I get North Star's skin. Michael Jackson.
So, since we're on, has anybody heard any interesting news about any new games that are possibly coming out?
Well, one game I've been waiting for is the new Counter-Strike, but Valve hasn't really given a release date. I think it was like Q3 or something like that they said. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I know everyone's like hyped for Minecraft and for Xbox and stuff, but I really just want to get Counter-Strike because I need a new shooter because I'm really tired of Call of Duty and Battlefield.
I will agree with you. I am very, very excited for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, as it is titled. I actually took the survey to try to get in the beta. It didn't really happen, though. I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike Source to get geared up for Counter-Strike Geo, and I'm really excited for it. Honestly, it's been a long time coming.
Well, to kind of get off this game subject a little bit, since, as Fox mentioned, it was kind of one of Link's general outline rules,
Sorry.
That's
maybe,
Yeah, sorry, Link. It had to be done.
It's more interesting, more content.
we're just trying to break the ice right now.
Deal with
Yeah.
it!
Yeah, it's first episode. We're just kind of going with what it goes. But I just kind of thought maybe we could talk about maybe our music interests and kind of like who we like to listen to and like our genres and stuff. It's kind of a touchy subject because there's so much stuff out there.
Yeah, I basically just listen to the radio, and if I hear a song that I like, I'll get it on iTunes. That's basically it.
I listen to everything. I enjoy all types of music, although the Beatles are my favorite band. I actually, and nobody in JAWA really does, but if you knew me while I was in ESS for a short time, I went by the name Lennon because of John Lennon from the Beatles. Listen to a lot of classic rock and listen to a lot of indie rock and stuff like that. I don't know, I just like that style of music that has a lot of solos, guitar solos and stuff.
What do you listen to, Diab?
I listen to I listen to rock. I also listen to a lot of old type of people. Like, one of them is Phil Collins. He's like the 80s person. I don't know if anyone ever listened to him. I listen to Bryan Adams, Bon Jovi, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, who's from here in Hawaii.
Justin Bieber.
No.
Nope.
Well, I'm looking at my Last FM right now. It pretty much records all I listen to. So I'm gonna go down pretty much the top 10 who I listen to. Phil Collins, Bryan Adams, Bon Jovi, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, One Republic, Foo Fighters, Journey, Shinedown, and Queen.
Queen's a good one.
Those are some pretty solid ones. I don't really have any preferences for music. I like basically all music, so I can't really say I have a favorite over another. I mean, I'll listen to basically anything, so...
And I also listen to a lot of J-pop. If those of you who don't know what it is, that's Japanese pop.
Should look it up sometime.
Thank you for clarifying, Dia, because I didn't know.
Yeah, since I watch a lot of anime shows, I like a lot of the music.
Makes sense. What about you, Bandith?
I listen to a lot of rock myself, and no offense, Otter, but I personally do not really like the Beatles. Since in like 8th grade, I had an art class and we listened to the same Beatles songs every single day, so I can just not enjoy their voice anymore.
We can't be friends. We can't. We cannot be friends anymore. I'm sorry.
Denied.
But yeah, the specific bands I listen to are Breaking Benjamin, real big fan of that. I listen to Rise Against, Red, thanks to Cellcath when he posted one song, and then I just got hooked on him. I also listen to Emery, which I posted recently in the music topic, and Runner didn't like it. But that's okay. Most of my music's kind of like depressing, but it has a lot of meaning to it at the same time, and that's the way I like to listen to my music. Not just a bunch of noise and screamo. No offense to those who like screamo, it's just really not my thing.
I agree with you, man. I like songs that actually have meaning to their lyrics, not just a bunch of type of sound.
Like, I'm sure screamo has, like, there is meaning to it, but it's just, for those who, like, just listen to it for, like, 5 seconds and that's all they hear, it's really going to turn them off unless they're already a fan.
Yes, no offense to anyone else who like those kind of music.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Do you actually pay more attention to the lyrics, or do you like a song for the lyrics, or do you like it for the beat it has? You know, that's kind of a touchy subject because it kind of depends.
I personally listen to the music. I'm a musician. I play 5 instruments and I'm being 100% honest when I say that. I listen to it for every aspect, you know. There's songs that a lot of people don't like that I like, you know, popular songs that are on the radio that I like that a lot of people don't like, and, you know, I'll find something in that song that I can appreciate, whether it's the beat, the lyrics, or, you know. But I think strong lyrics really drive a song.
I can agree with that. I mean, the other instruments are really important, but if the vocals aren't good, then it's just going to ruin the whole song.
For me, I'm iffy on both subjects. Some songs I listen to have good lyrics and good beats, so those are pretty much really good songs. But there are those slow songs that have really good lyrics, but their beat to it, just the melody of it, isn't that good, so I just can't like the song, even though it has good lyrics to it. So the beat does kind of govern my like for it.
Well, they have to mesh together pretty well, so, you know, it's not... They go hand in hand, you know, you can't... But, I don't know. It's goes both ways, so...
Fox is kind of silent.
Yeah, I know, he's just sitting over there.
I'm trying not to interrupt. I went first on the music topic. Leave me alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
Leave me alone. No, I listen to music, yeah, but I don't really have a specific genre I like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Place.
I'm basically in the same boat you are, so...
Diab, you mentioned you watch a lot of anime. I mean, what does everyone else watch in terms of TV or movies?
Well, I watch a lot of movies. I'm not gonna name them all because like that'd be a huge list. But in terms of TV shows, I mostly just watch Seinfeld, that 70s show, and recently I've actually been watching some anime myself. I'm not sure if everyone would count that, but I'm sure everyone's at least heard of Teen Titans. I've been getting that Netflix, kind of rediscovering all the old shows I used to watch, and I think it's pretty awesome.
Sadly, they ended that. They canceled it after season 5.
Teen Titans was a great show.
It was.
Evil beware, we have waffles.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough. I don't really have. I'm the same way with TV as I am with music. I'll basically watch almost anything. I don't have a preference, but I like watching comedies a lot. I like getting good chuckles, and like the old shows like Whose Line Is It Anyways? I used to watch that all the time. I really
I wish that was still on.
Oh, I know. I miss it, man. Drew Carey kind of brought it back with like another improv version, but it just wasn't the same to me.
You're just referring to things I only watch anime. No, I think people might think I'm weird because pretty much all I watch is anime and wrestling.
You are weird.
Yes, thank you.
Don't let it
Shun?
bother you.
I'm just like Link, that means, because he watches anime and wrestling.
Made for each other.
Things though, he doesn't watch as much as I do. It could take him like a month to get through like a 24 episode series. It can only take me a week to get through that much.
Yeah, but he's busy doing a lot of other stuff too, though. So he has to work it around other things. Whereas you're just there, and you're just there.
Yeah, I'm just here. I don't leave this apartment at all, any day, given time at all. I got too much time on my hands.
Oh, too much on his hands.
And there's the first innuendo of the podcast. Congratulations, Fox.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, right?
Fox, what do you watch on TV?
If I have the time, I usually watch the Sci-Fi Channel. I like watching all of their horrible in-house made horror movies.
Oh god.
They're great to sit around and laugh at with friends. Just pick those movies apart.
Indeed.
Yeah, some of those movies they make are just a complete joke.
Fox, what's your thought on Alfred Hitchcock and what he does, sci-fi wise? Have you watched it at all?
Not that I can recall, no. I don't really watch much TV, but when I do, that's like the most recent one I think I watched was the Leprechaun series.
Ha!
And that's like months of not watching. That's the first one I see on TV. Well, recently I think I did get into watching The Walking Dead. If you guys heard about that.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Yep.
It kind of fell out of it during the second series because they kept dragging things on. But the third series kind of picked up a bit. Mostly because the people started dying.
You mean the second part of the second season? Season 3's not out yet.
What? I thought it was.
No, they cut off like half the season 2, and then they brought it back in the spring and finished it up.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that.
I like it a lot. Has anyone read the comics?
I've read a few of them, but
I heard-
aren't there like quite a few of them?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't read any of them. I want to. I'm very interested in reading them. I heard that a few things happen in the TV show a little earlier than they do in the comics, and that's kind of why I'm interested in reading, because actually one of my favorite characters lasts a little longer in the comics apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what happens with most book to movies. They have to compress it.
Unfortunately. Now
Although with the series, they didn't really have to, since they could just keep on going with the series, but...
Yeah, they just totally altered a lot of the storylines, because Bandits could probably talk more about that.
Well, in terms of Shane, like, if for those of you who know Shane's character, in the comics he died, like, in season 1, but he lives a lot longer For those of you who have seen season 2, you know this. That he lived a lot longer than he was supposed to, and
I'm glad he's
Dale-
dead.
yeah, he
Oh,
was
I'm
becoming
so
a
glad.
menace. But he had a really good character, though, and made the show a lot more interesting and have more tension.
Yeah, it's one of those characters you love to hate.
Yeah, exactly.
But now Rick is kind of getting that way as well, so I'm kind of not liking his character anymore.
I don't think that Rick really knows how to be a leader. Honestly, I just do not like him in the leadership position, and I hate his son. His son is so annoying.
Yeah, he's getting creepy as well, his son.
Yeah. Might be something a little psychologically wrong with his son. Not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, if you're living through a zombie apocalypse, you might not fare any better.
I don't know. Blowing off steam and killing zombies doesn't seem so bad to me.
Blowing off what? I'm sorry?
Steam.
Ah, alright.
I know it did sound like something else, but that's alright.
I apologize.
Well, it's easy to say how we would act in a situation without actually being in it, so I'm sure it would have a lot of psychological effects on all of us. But yeah, I think Carl's kind of really dumb because he throws rocks at zombies and then doesn't shoot it, and then he causes the death of one of the characters for his stupidity.
And he shot the other one.
A character that I loved, by the way.
Voice of reason.
What do you think is going to go with this woman with zombies chained to her, carrying swords in the middle of a forest?
Well,
At the end of the series, or end of the season?
I have a feeling she's going to be like a badass character to replace Shane, but maybe not necessarily as violent and untrustworthy. But I'm pretty sure she's going to help Andrea find her way. to
She
the
has
building.
zombies chained to her with swords. How do you think she's not going to be violent?
Well, I mean, you know how Shane like just killed Randall off. I mean, like violent towards other humans. Of course, she's going to be bad towards the zombies.
Oh, yeah.
So just because I don't know, Bandith, you might know. Speculation on who the main antagonist is going to be now that, Shane's gone.
Well, I know who it is, but I'm not really sure if you want me to say who it is because we haven't been introduced this character yet, and they might do it a little bit different in the TV show anyway, so it might just not even be worth bringing up yet.
True. Then never mind.
Yeah, don't spoil it for us, Bandit. God.
So, Rick's going to go crazy. His wife already hates him. I'm surprised the black guy hasn't died yet. No racism intended, but that's what usually happens in all horror movies.
And to be fair, he doesn't really have much of a role and doesn't say very much in every single episode.
He's like the person that bad things always have to happen to.
Yeah, he gets blamed for Merle like being left behind and his arm getting chopped off. He gets blamed, or he gets cut up by the door, and then he tries to like leave behind everybody else with Lori and Carl, or not Carl, whoever that other person was in the car with him.
Let's see, the one woman that lost her daughter, she's going kind of angry at everything now.
Yeah, the one who always hangs around Daryl.
What is her name? I cannot
I
remember.
think it's
for the
Carol
life
or
of me.
something.
Daryl and Carol. Aw.
I think that's it. I think that's how it is, yeah.
I was almost pretty darn sure Herschel was going to die, but he got saved at the last second.
Yeah.
Poor Herschel.
We saw a repeat of one of the sisters being eaten by a zombie right in front of the other.
Well, it was actually Otis's wife.
Was that not a sister? Or was it
No,
like
that
a
was the
sister-in-law?
older woman named Patricia or something.
Oh. Same difference. Never mind.
But yeah, she got eaten alive by and was pulled out of the hands of the girl who wanted to kill herself in a couple episodes earlier, so this will probably have a really bad effect on her mind.
Pretty much.
I haven't really said what I like to watch on TV yet or anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my turn.
Take your turn.
I know, because we've been talking about this Walking Dead for like how long already?
Yeah, right.
It's a great show. Don't hate.
It is, I agree. Obviously, I like The Walking Dead. I like a lot of comedies. You know, I watch Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. I watch like Family Guy and stuff like that. Um, as far as movies go, I'm honestly I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I love
Yes!
Star Wars, obviously. And let's see what else for movies. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Anything with Johnny Depp, actually. He's a great actor. And
Man Crush.
if you don't think so, then you can just get out. I Am Legend was a great movie. While we're talking about zombies, they're not really zombies, but they're mindless people anyways.
For the
Um,
most part.
but yeah, a lot of comedies and war movies. Saving Private Ryan's probably one of my favorite movies ever, even though it is like 5 hours long. But yeah.
I thought it was worth it.
Oh, definitely. Worth every single minute. I was mad that Vin Diesel died in that movie. He had a great character.
Mhm.
And while we're on it, did you watch the April 1st Adult Swim Otter?
No, I didn't.
They brought back Toonami for one night.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember watching Toonami. Me and my mom used to watch Dragon Ball Z.
My brother was like, for that one night, he was on Facebook, and everybody was talking about it. So everyone was watching TV that night.
That's awesome. I hope they do that again, at least like reruns or something. Hope that.
Yeah, so I told my brother, if Cartoon Network could make a lot of money if they took all Toonami seasons and sold it on DVD. Because that would be something I would so buy.
Hasn't that basically already happened?
I don't know, has it?
I'm pretty sure all the shows that were on Toonami were made into DVDs.
No, but I meant Toonami show itself. I mean, I know you can find the anime somewhere else.
Just watch it on YouTube.
It's not the
Even
same.
better, go on stream sites, or you can get it another way, which we'll not talk about.
Yeah. So actually, while we're on the topic of movies, do you guys want to move on to our little Star Wars discussion?
The Danger Zone.
The Danger Zone, indeed.
No, I don't want to.
Not yet, Fox.
Let's just end it here. We can skip that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a whole nother monster to tackle maybe next episode.
Yeah, I think we'll tackle episode 2 then. Better get to researching, Fox.
Yeah, because I think it's already been nearly 45 minutes since we
And
started.
Bandit has his little special thing to do, doesn't he?
Oh yes.
We have done this already, though. It just needs to be put in.
Yeah.
Yep. After this, it's pretty much Bandit's joke of the week, which was from a Monopoly game.
Mhm. What are you talking about? Bandit's not funny.
He just
Yeah, it's probably funny due to the part that he kind of owned me when I said something.
It was all a joke.
Yeah, Bandit's
I know it's a joke, but still, people would probably be like, ooh, Diab just got owned. Hell, I even said ow after you said it.
Bandit's just that big mean guy. Don't let him fool you in the server.
That big white pasty mean guy who does prank calls on girls.
Yep.
All right. So, as someone mentioned before, it's almost been nearly 45 minutes. So, Dia, would you like to wrap things up?
No.
And how would I wrap things up, Screen?
Well, I think next time, like, each of us should bring some sort of topic. It doesn't have to be related to anything that we've spoken about so far. But we can pick up with the Star Wars movie rant, if you will, next episode.
That will be the main event of the next episode.
Yes.
Good.
And expect a lot of hate from the prequels, everyone.
Oh yeah. Maybe get some other people in here, kind of see how that goes.
Like Chryso, because I see he's forever alone up there.
Nah, he
Yeah,
said
I told him.
yeah, he's like, I didn't want to be in here. I'm like, fine, don't want you in here anyways.
So, who wants to do the outro?
Well, I was just going to say that I think that I should take a moment and just say, and I think that you guys will agree, if there's anything that, anyone listening wants us to talk about and wants to hear us talk about, then, suggestions are always welcome. This is just the first of many podcasts that we intend on doing. And so, suggestions, we're always open to suggestions because it's really the listening audience that's going to help us, get popular and be successful. So it's all about you guys.
Yep, we gotta cater to the audience, man.
And one more thing. Wolfie, I know you gave us a question. We will answer it next episode.
Yes.
Maybe. Because I can't remember that far back.
Fox has memory issues.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have counsel anymore.
But yeah, if you have questions, send a message to Diab. And
Diab.
Whatever.
I don't mind how he calls me that. People call me either way.
I'll start calling you Banderp.
Sounds like Tesco.
No comments.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Let's just wrap this up right now. We'll see you guys next time. Okay, guys, like I said, after this was going to be Bandit's Joke of the Week, which is from a Monopoly game that we played on the 30th of March.
Bandit Joke of the Week. Dun 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 dun. It's like when Link mortgages all the life balloons and hands his turn.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, we put hotels on. That's bad.
Told you.
It's all good though.
Weren't you listening to me?
No, I just tune out when you talk.
Oh. And that's it for the first episode, guys. As you probably told in the beginning, we were kind of off to a shaky start since we were trying to break the ice. Hopefully on top of the second episode, we can just jump right in and there'll be no problems whatsoever. So we'll see you next week.